United States of America, USA President-elect, Donald Trump says, his nominee for the job of Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI Director, Kash Patel is the most qualified person to lead the agency in its history, saying, Kash Patel will restore law and order allegedly lost under the leadership of Christopher Wray, who promised to resign as FBI Director at the end of President Joe Biden's tenure. Donald Trump stated this on Thursday across his social media handles in reaction to the promised resignation of Christopher Wray on Wednesday at a town hall meeting with FBI employees. Reuters had reported that Wray's resignation makes him the second straight FBI director driven out by Trump, who during his first term in office fired Wray's predecessor, James Comey, after souring on him over the FBI's investigations into alleged contacts between Trump's 2016 campaign and Russia. That sparked one of two federal prosecutions Trump faced while out of power, neither of which went to trial. Trump denied wrongdoing and described all the cases against him as politically motivated. Federal prosecutors ended their efforts after his election, citing long-standing Justice Department policy not to prosecute a sitting president. FBI directors are appointed for 10-year terms, a measure meant to avoid the appearance of partisanship after political turnover in the White House every 4 years. Wray's term was not due to expire until 2027. Throughout his term, Wray said that he strove to impartially carry out the FBI's duties. During a 2023 hearing before a House of Representatives panel, he rebuffed the idea that he was pursuing a Democratic partisan agenda, noting that he had been a lifelong Republican. The idea that I am biased against conservatives seems somewhat insane to me, given my own personal background, Wray said. Reuters international news agency report ends in quote. Wray's decision to resign came 2 days after a key Senate Republican called for his departure and following a steady drumbeat of support for President-elect Donald Trump's replacement, Kash Patel, according to multiple media outlets. Trump appointed Wray in 2017 during his first term, but he became a constant target of criticism because of investigations on the former president, now president-elect, over Russian interference in the 2016 election and classified documents recovered in an FBI search of Mar-a-Lago. Wray told FBI employees in a town hall meeting that, in my view, this is the best way to avoid dragging the bureau deeper into the fray, while reinforcing the values and principles that are so important to how we do our work. Local observers said that Trump and his hardline allies turned on Wray, and the FBI more generally, after agents conducted a court-approved search of Trump's Florida resort in 2022 to recover classified documents he had retained after leaving office. Trump described the resignation of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI Director, Christopher Wray as a great day for America, claiming it marks the end of what he termed the weaponization of the United States Department of Justice. In a statement posted on his X handle on Thursday, Trump accused Wray of overseeing actions that undermined his presidency and the nation's future. Trump said under the leadership of Christopher, they have used their vast powers to threaten and destroy many innocent Americans, some of which will never be able to recover from what has been done to them. In quote, Trump said, the resignation of Christopher Wray is a great day for America as it will end the weaponization of what has become known as the United States Department of Justice. I just don't know what happened to him. We will now restore the rule of law for all Americans. Under the leadership of Christopher Wray, the FBI illegally raided my home, without cause, worked diligently on illegally impeaching and indicting me, and has done everything else to interfere with the success and future of America. They have used their vast powers to threaten and destroy many innocent Americans, some of which will never be able to recover from what has been done to them. Kash Patel is the most qualified nominee to lead the FBI in the agency's history, and is committed to helping ensure that law, order, and justice will be brought back to our country again, and soon. As everyone knows, I have great respect for the rank and file of the FBI, and they have great respect for me. They want to see these changes every bit as much as I do, but, more importantly, the American people are demanding a strong, but fair, system of justice. We want our FBI back, and that will now happen. I look forward to Kash Patel's confirmation, so that the process of making the FBI great again can begin. Thank you, Donald Trump said. Kash Patel, Trump's pick to lead the FBI in the next administration, has been meeting with Republican lawmakers the past week on Capitol Hill. Patel, who has served as the Defense Secretary's Chief of Staff and Senior Advisor to the National Security Council, was chosen for his stated goals of reforming the bureau following years of eroding public trust. In 2023, NBC News cited a poll that found the public's positive view of the FBI has eroded 15% since 2018. On Monday, incoming Senate Judiciary Chair, Chuck Grassley, R. Iowa, wrote an 11-page letter to Wray, encouraging Wray to step aside and move on to the next chapter in your life, adding, I therefore must express my vote of no confidence in your continued leadership of the FBI. Although he was originally appointed by Trump, Wray fell out of favor with the president-elect during the Biden administration following his perceived weaponization of the bureau and the raid on Mar-a-Lago. Wray's name has been mentioned among those Biden may offer a preemptive pardon, according to local media in the North America country. Patel, who would need to be confirmed by the U.S. Senate, has never worked at the FBI and only spent 3 years at the Justice Department earlier in his career in the National Security Division's Counterterrorism Section. If confirmed, he has pledged to shut down the FBI's headquarters building in Washington and drastically redefine the Bureau's role with intelligence gathering, according to international news agencies' reports.
After weeks of careful thought, I've decided the right thing for the Bureau is for me to serve until the end of the current administration in January and then step down. My goal is to keep the focus on our mission, on the indispensable work each of you is doing every single day. And in my view, this is the best way to avoid dragging the Bureau deeper into the fray while reinforcing the values and principles that are so important in how we do our work.
Are you going to be seeking retribution against Donald Trump's political
Now, it should go without saying, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyways. This is not easy for me. I love this place. I love our mission, and I love our people. But my focus is, and always has been, on us and on doing what's right for the FBI. Because when you look at where the threats are headed, it is clear that the importance of our work, protecting the American people and upholding the Constitution, will not change.
Thank you all.
And what absolutely, positively cannot, must not change is our commitment to doing the right thing in the right way every time. Our adherence to our core values, our dedication to independence and objectivity, and our defense of the rule of law. Those fundamental aspects of who we are must never change. That's the real strength of the FBI, the importance of our mission, the quality of our people, and their dedication to service over self. It's an unshakable foundation that has stood the test of time and cannot be easily moved. And you, the men and women of the FBI, are why the Bureau will endure and remain successful long, long into the future.
Osasua Radio, bringing you the news in a more digital way.